So we're back on the Cory Bender Show here on the BWC Network. Just got done with some of our NFL storylines, breaking down the Michael Vick and Jeremy Maclin injuries and Tim Tebow. So, let's just dive into these bad games of Week 11. First up, we got the Jaguars and the Browns. The Browns starting off, Colt McCoy's been struggling this year. Their running back Peyton Hillis has been performing pretty badly, which I'm not too surprised about. You can blame the Madden curse if you want. You can blame him just not trying hard, whatever. He's not performing like he did last year, and really, I'm not surprised at all. But Colt McCoy, he pretty much got screwed out of playing better because of the lockout. He could definitely be a lot better if he had another receiver or two that could catch the ball and actually be able to make some plays. But he's been really playing terrible this year. And then the Jaguars, Blaine Gabbert's been performing okay. But really, this game is nothing much, juicy details to talk about. Two just teams that are done, basically. Can't really talk about that much. Next game, Bills versus Dolphins. The Bills, they lost, I think it was the Patriots last week or something, the Jets, I can't remember. I know they've lost recently. People have been counting them out again. They've been fading away kind of a bit. I really think the Patriots are going to be the front runners in the AFC East in this game. When you look at this, I think the Bills will probably win. I forgot to once again write down if it's at home or not. But even it doesn't matter. The Bills defense will be able to put pressure on Matt Moore, and they'll be able to win that game probably pretty easily. Uh, Raiders versus Vikings. This is going to be. I could probably put this in a good game matchup, but I'm not because the Raiders, they're a good team, but the Vikings just aren't able to score enough. They had that beat down of the Packers last week on Monday night. But this Christian Ponder kid though looks like he can play. I know he did terrible in that Monday night game, but the other two games before that, first one against the Packers in Minnesota, he did very good. And then the next week, I think it was Carolina, and I think they pulled out a victory there. This kid looks like he can play. Their receivers, they have been battling injuries all the time. Bernard Berrien was out. He's still been out for a while. Percy Harvin's been battling injuries since he's been in his career with the Vikings. He's always battled with those injuries, but he's a great playmaker. And then his running back, Adrian Peterson, is performing as well as maybe we thought. He is quietly doing good, but he's just not having, his best year. But then on the flip side, Raiders getting Carson Palmer. Carson hasn't delivered as much as people thought, but I'm not too shocked by this because he hadn't played for like a year and a half. So, I think he's going to bounce back. I think they'll be able to beat the Vikings because the Vikings just haven't been able to keep up with teams yet, especially with the new quarterback and Ponder. Cowboys and Redskins. Cowboys look like they're starting to get back on track. They blew out, who was it? See, I can't even remember. They blew out someone last week, 44-7. I didn't get to pay much attention last week. I was very busy. But they're looking like they're getting back on track. Romo's playing good. They look pretty healthy. They can get their running game back into things. The Redskins, I don't think they'll be able to put enough pressure on Romo in this game. I know they have a good pass defense, but I just don't be able to think they won't be able to stop Romo in that game. Cardinals 49ers, kind of a flip side of what we thought of our NFL preview. We thought the 49ers were going to be at the bottom of the division for the NFC West and the Cardinals would be on top. But Kevin Cobb's been playing like a joke. He's injured still from what I remember. They came off the win last week versus the Eagles, which was, good for them. But when you look at it, the Cardinals have not enough. They don't have enough talent to face this Jim, or is it, I think it's Jim. One of the Harbaugh brothers. I always get them confused. They've been playing lights out. He's really revitalized this team. Alex Smith, he's been playing all right. He's not really playing at a number one overall pick status, but he's been playing better than usual. They run the ball a lot. They do a lot of the little things correctly. So I think that's going to frustrate this Cardinals team who, isn't very good. Rams versus Seahawks. Bradford, I believe, has been still battling some injuries. I have to check out and see if he's going to be back. But Seahawks have been kind of a joke this year. This is two really bad teams, and can't really go much into detail about that. Falcons, Titans. Titans, they're fading away a bit. They can maybe take this division now that the Texans have no quarterback with Matt Schaub. He's out for the year. Now they have Mr. Matt Leinart, who is garbage, as their quarterback. So, that's going to be an interesting game, I guess. I think the Falcons will get back on track in this game. Julio Jones is starting to look like he's starting to be playing at his status of being the number 7 pick this year. He's actually getting some passes to him. They're going to run the ball pretty easily on this Titans team. They won't be able to keep up with them in points. And Chris Johnson's been playing like crap this year. He's overrated by so much amount. He's garbage. So next game we got Patriots versus Chiefs. Now, before you get mad at me by putting the Patriots in a bad game situation, calm down. The only reason why is because it's versus the Chiefs, and the Patriots have been kind of, not playing at as high as levels we thought they were. Brady's starting to throw a lot more picks this year, which is very un-Brady-like, if you want to put it in that. But they're going to be facing the Chiefs, and really, this should be a no contest right here. The Chiefs they won't be able to keep up with Tom Brady in this one unless they can somehow sack Brady a lot in this game and cause him to get some picks and lose his confidence. They're not going to have an easy time with this Patriots team because Matt Castle won't be able to keep up with them. They've had a lot of injuries on their defense, so they're going to have to do a lot of the little things right. They're going to have to put Brady on the ground a few times. They're going to have to make them run the ball and stop Danny Woodhead and Ben Jarvis Green-Ellis, which is not, they're okay. They're not the best running backs in this league, but they're good. So they'll be able to stop them. So you have to make the Patriots run the ball. But better yet, you have to play keep away with Tom Brady. So their defense is going to have to, beat the crap out of him for this whole game and not let him have the ball to be able to win that game. That's how you beat an elite quarterback in this league. You play keep away. We saw a few weeks ago, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. They got the ball a amount of the time, almost more, probably, I think it was like 30-something minutes of the game, maybe even 40 time of possession. That's ridiculous. So you don't let your star quarterback and Brady have the ball. Ben Roethlisberger, he had the ball more time, made his plays, because he's won 2 Super Bowls for a reason. So he capitalized on his defense. So those are the bad games of this week. A little quick segment there. Next, I got the good games, and they are very good this week. I'm very excited. I'm going to pick all the games then, and that's pretty much it. That's Cory Bender Show here on the BWC Network.